everyone, I'm Liz Brown Swanson and welcome to Around the Peninsula. It is a gorgeous day here at the Catalina View Gardens in Rancho Palos Verdes overlooking Catalina Island. Today we're going to take you inside the organization Las Candalistas annual fundraiser where you are going to feel the spirit of Ireland.
Today was to celebrate the spirit of Ireland, our amazing spring fundraising event. One of our members is from Ireland and she inspired the theme for us and we just went with it. We had Irish dancers, we had Irish music, we've got fabulous silent auction items, a trip to Ireland for two with airfare included. It's been a wonderful day supporting our three charities this year, Community's Child, Family Promise of the South Bay, and Trinity Kids Care Hospice, all such worthy causes in our own community. We're so pleased.
As always, it's a hub. Everything is flowing, lots of people, lots of good things to taste, eat, things to see, interesting speakers, delicious food, and it's all for charity, which is the whole point.
You were in charge of Bake Shop. Tell us about the delicious things.
I was one of three chairmen in Bake Shop, and we have created a plethora of wonderful things to taste. Our traditional lemon bread, which is our classic, coconut bread, friendship bread, which has a great history of sharing recipes. We have, with our Irish theme, we have fudge made with Kerrygold Irish cream. It's delicious. Lots of cookies and breads that we brought back that were favorites from the past. Our delicious cheese bites, which are a sellout. Everything is delicious. Yeah.
Well, you know, Liz, on a scale of 0 to 10, this is a 10 plus. It was really wonderful. We had a great lunch. I wish I could drink that wine because they have a great pub over there. We just saw some Irish dancers. It was all lovely. And now we're in this little room that's set up like a tea room. It's beautiful. See all the things here, the accordion, the tea set over here.
These ladies are too creative. I mean, they do it all, right?
Very, 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 very creative. And I love all of the different groups that the money goes to. Homeless people, it's just so important. Community's Child, it's really special.
I love it. I love the venue, the charity that they support, the people, all of the vendors. Everything has just been wonderful. And of course the venue. You can't beat it.
It's also colorful. Tell us about this green machine behind you here.
It's a 1959 Shamrock made in Ireland. They made 50 of them between 1959 and 1962 for import, and there are 3 of them in the United States that we know of. And we've heard there's some running ones in Ireland, but not too many. And nobody seems to know that goes to Ireland, they can't find them. So
tell me the story about how you end up getting this wonderful car.
my husband would pass it on his way to work, and he stopped because it was funny looking and asked him what it was, and they said a Shamrock, and he said, yeah, right. And he would stop every once in a while and ask if they wanted to sell it, and one day he stopped and they said yes. So we have owned a Shamrock since 1969.
I would say, how did you get involved with today's event?
We met 2 of the ladies at the Irish Fair last year in Long Beach. And they wanted to know if we ever did anything like this, and they were going to do a fundraiser and would we bring the car, and we said yes.
how those dancers with the Celtic Irish Dance Academy brought so much great energy to this year's spring event. Congratulations to Los Candalistas, the organization now celebrating 50 years and also raising millions of dollars to help local children's charities and the environment. Now, our next story has all to do with the environment and the problems that coyotes are causing right here on the peninsula. Recently, the city of Rancho Palos Verdes came right here to Hess Park to hold a community-wide workshop to discuss issues with coyotes and how we can all get involved.
Tonight's workshop is the first ever peninsula-wide workshop on coyotes, and so it's being hosted by the cities of Rancho Palos Verdes Estates, and Rolling Hills Estates. And tonight, what we're hoping to accomplish is to get volunteers, residents of the community, to come out and be the boots on the ground and help get information out and to educate the public on how to control the coyote population.
Residents concerned about coyotes coming into their neighborhoods met with local leaders and law enforcement. With more reports of coyote attacks, they fear for their pets and their safety. Why'd you come tonight, Lisa?
Just to see what this coyote management plan is all about, and also I'm worried about my pets and my neighborhood. I know they're all concerned about their pets, and I hear them killing things all the time. My dogs are hysterical, barking every night, every day. They're out there during the middle of the day barking at them in hysterical, seeing them move through the canyon. So I don't know what to tell my neighbors. I would love to tell them to cut down the trees where they're living, but in the bushes, but that's not going to happen.
Well, I think the overall message is that the government cannot do it all. So we want the community to get involved like they have in the city of Palos Verdes Estates and have a more regional approach to coyote management to ensure that coyotes are kept in the canyons, out of our backyards, that we remove attractants, that members of the community get together and participate in our Wildlife Watch program and the Regional Wildlife Watch program here on the peninsula to go out and to educate neighbors about coyotes behavior, also attractants and things that are going to help keep our community safe.
I've been working out here for over a year in the Peninsula cities, Palos Verdes Estates, Rolling Hills Estates, Rancho Palos Verdes, because there's coyotes here. And from time to time they have created some problems, they've been a nuisance, and they've scared some people. What I want people to know is this, is that a coyote, they're the type of animal that you don't have to be afraid of them. They're not after adults. Coyotes are looking for small pets because they consider them prey. So in addition to their normal food, which is rodents, I mean rodents is their number one diet. But in addition to that, if they see a small animal under 20 pounds, they will consider it prey and try to take it. And that's normal behavior for a coyote. We want to prevent that. We don't mind the coyotes out in the area, in the habitat that they belong in. What we don't want them is on the streets, on fences, and in backyards. We don't want that. The idea is that pulling together, managing trash, removing attractants, trying to cut down on the feeding of anything outside will move these animals on. They won't stay in an area and starve to death.
Coyote expert Dave Dodge volunteers with the California Fish and Wildlife Department. He trains volunteers for the Peninsula Wildlife Watch program, which started last year.
Tonight's workshop is on the Wildlife Watch. It's similar to Neighborhood Watch, where in Neighborhood Watch, you're trying to prevent crime by getting all the residents together and to keep an eye out on the neighborhood. Similar premise here, getting all the neighbors together, working to keep an eye out on the coyote population to make sure that you're pushing them out of your neighborhood. And I think the message here is that we need to work together as a community.
Our Wildlife Watch program was instituted approximately 6 months ago, and it's been extremely effective. We utilize our police volunteers. We've trained them through the California Department of Fish and Wildlife in Coyote Wildlife Watch program. And what they do is they go out into the community in areas where we are experiencing increased coyote behavior or specific coyote behavior. And they go out and they educate the community. They teach them about attractants. One important thing they do is they teach people how to report coyote behavior. And we have on the peninsula a peninsula-wide portal where people can go online and report coyote behavior so we can track trends.
Coyotes have been here forever. You know, coyotes have been here 46,000 years in North America. The number 3 most found bone in La Brea tar pit is coyotes, so they've been here forever. Adults do not need to be afraid of coyotes. What we want you to do is just make sure you manage your pets, remove as many attractants from your neighborhood, talk to your neighbors, friends, family, remove as many attractants as you can.
We have a lot of trails up here on the peninsula. A lot of people utilize them for hiking and running. And I guess the message I would leave you with is if you do see a coyote on the trail, we want you to make yourself as big as possible, wave your arms, yell and scream, because we want that encounter with that coyote to be uncomfortable without harming the animal, so that he associates some type of discomfort and fear, a natural fear of humans. Coyotes naturally fear humans. However, over time, if we don't keep instilling that fear in them, they lose that, and that's when they start getting closer to us and closer and become an issue.
So there are situations though where they need to be euthanized and taken out?
When an animal crosses the line and becomes a public safety issue, that's when that animal has to be removed. It's local city responsibility or unincorporated area up until there's a bite on a human. When there's a bite on a human, the state comes in, we use our trappers, and we remove the animal. Please report everything you see to the city. Everything. Sightings, encounters, situations with pets, report everything.
If you want more information on the city's coyote management plan and how you can get involved, log on to the city website at rpvca.gov. Now there's one more story here and around the peninsula taking place right here again at Hess Park. Recently, the president of Terranea Resort, Terri Haack, came here to share her story and talk to Peninsula seniors during the weekly lecture series about all that's going on at the resort. It's always wonderful to be here with President of Terranea, Terri Haack. You just gave a presentation to Peninsula seniors. What was your message to the seniors today?
First of all, I was so excited. The room was packed, and I'm so pleased at so many of my friends that have really been supporters of Terranea all of this, our 9 years of opening. So it was really lovely.
And you sort of took us through the story from the beginning to where we're at today. So just share some of the highlights that you just want to remind residents about, because it's been 9 years.
It has been 9 years, and it was a bit of a rough start back in '09, as we all know, but it has been growing. Our business is growing year over year. We have contributed to the TOT taxes for RPV, and we're very, very proud of that. And so we talked a bit about that and what we're doing to refresh the property, even though we're only 9 years old, and renovating restaurants and just really making sure that we're just as pristine as always.
You talked about that TOT, which is transient occupancy tax, taxes from the rooms that people come. It's huge. What is that dollar amount to date, the estimate right now?
Well, our estimate for the end of 2018 will top 40 million. So we're so proud of that. And that doesn't include golf taxes and taxes on food and beverage. And so we think that we're really doing our part to contribute to the resources necessary to run our beautiful city. We just were very proud and honored to receive the National Geographic Sustainability Tourism Award worldwide. And so we're very proud that 9 years later, what we said we were going to do and take care of this beautiful piece of land, we are continuing to take care of it. And all of our associates, our employees, are involved in making sure that we are taking care of our environment. We're doing about 100 weddings a year, and so it's just filled with joy as people celebrate really important moments in their lives.
I remember you saying when you opened up, this is a place where memories are made. I'm sure you have millions of memories yourself that you could share. Some for you personally. You've been in the hotel business for a long time.
This has been my greatest joy. Being here, I've now actually been here 11 years, hard to believe. 2 years before construction and our 9 opening years. And there are so many memories, but what touches me the most is the kindness that's in our community. All of our residents reach out. They're actively involved in what we're doing in our programming and watching our falconeer and walking our trails. And so there's this this amazing feeling of peace, and being able to go to Terranea every day as my office is really, really spectacular.
And one thing you talked about, and I think it was a life lesson for everybody in the room, that no matter what's happening at the time, good or bad, to be grateful. And that's what you live by.
Yes, every day I start my day with gratitude and I end my day with gratitude. I'm really thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that I have a meaningful career that gives me such great just excitement of what I do. And I think that we're really helping to make sure that our associates' lives are really enriched and that they're taking care of their families.
Going forward, summer 2018, what fun's happening at Terranea this summer?
We have a lot of programming. We're putting new sand on the beach down at the Cove. We have kayaking, stand-up waterboarding. We have we have a music series down at Nelson's the Friday and Saturday. So it's really a lot going on, and we're looking forward to launching into our 10-year anniversary for 2019.
As I wrap it up, you were talking to seniors, and Terranea is for all ages, but specifically for the senior community. What would be some nice things for seniors to do when they come? Just enjoy it.
Yes, our walking trails are very approachable. So just about any level of capability can walk the trails. We have sea beans. You can sit outside and just have a wonderful cup of stump coffee. We just put in stump coffee, and you can have a lovely afternoon on the patio at Catalina Kitchen. There's just a lot. Bashi has just gone crazy. Everyone wants to eat at Bashi, and so it's really exciting.
There was one video you showed that was from sunrise to sunset. Every second of the day there's beauty.
Yes, because the sun, at times of the year, the sun rises and sets in the same place at Terranea. But there is so much to do, and we have full moon yoga. There's just a remarkable amount. And you can just do nothing at all. Just enjoy the beauty of this wonderful space.
And as I wrap it up with you, one person brought up about the Terra Neighbor. For locals, there are discounts.
Yes, it's called Terra Neighbor, and we'll give you a discount code on overnight guest rooms. So you just need to call our reservations department and just say that you'd like the Terra Neighbor rate.
Any idea how many guests have you served since opening your doors?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I do know that we serve about 1 million meals every year. So I couldn't even guess.
Anything you want to add as to reach out to the community and let them know?
Please come and see us and enjoy the summer.
Now you can see Terri's entire lecture on our weekly show on RPVtv called Lectures with Leanne. And thank you for joining me here on Around the Peninsula. I'm Liz Brown Swanson. See you next time. Have a great day, everybody.